Voting rights activist and failed Georgia gubernatorial candidate Stacey Abrams was nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize, a Norwegian lawmaker announced Monday. Lars Haltbrekken, who is a Socialist Party member of the Norwegian parliament, likened Abrams' work to that of the late Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., according to Reuters. Abrams' work follows in Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s footsteps in the fight for equality before the law and for civil rights, said Haltbrekken. Abrams' efforts to complete King's work are crucial if the United States of America shall succeed in its effort to create fraternity between all its peoples and a peaceful and just society. Many people are eligible to nominate someone for the prize, which does not necessarily reflect the Nobel Committee's opinion. Abrams, who lost to Republican Georgia Governor Brian Kemp in 2018, has never conceded and has maintained that the election was conducted unfairly. She started a voter registration group called the New Georgia Project, which is one of 3 such organizations the Georgia Secretary of State is investigating amid suspicions they were seeking to aggressively register ineligible, out-of-state, or deceased voters before the state's January 5 Senate runoff election, according to Fox News. A group called Stop Stacey emerged Monday to oppose Abrams' rumored intention to run for Georgia governor again in 2022 and expose what they describe as her shady voter groups that undermine election integrity, according to The Hill. "We will do whatever it takes to expose Stacey Abrams' radical network, highlight her dangerous agenda, and ultimately defeat her and her left-wing candidates at the ballot box," said Jeremy Brand, the group's senior strategist. "There is no time to waste. We must stand up, fight back, and stop Stacey." Joining Abrams as this year's nominees are former President Donald Trump, Jared Kushner, and Greta Thunberg. The Black Lives Matter movement was also nominated. As the Daily Wire reported, the Black Lives Matter movement has been nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. In his nomination statement, Norwegian Member of Parliament Petter Eide writes, "I find that one of the key challenges we have seen in America, but also in Europe and Asia, is the kind of increasing conflict based on inequality. Black Lives Matter has become a very important worldwide movement to fight racial injustice. They have had a tremendous achievement in raising global awareness and consciousness about racial injustice. They have been able to mobilize people from all groups of society, not just African Americans, not just oppressed people. It has been a broad movement, in a way which has been different from their predecessors," Ida adds. Ida asserts, "Studies have shown that most of the demonstrations organized by Black Lives Matter have been peaceful. Of course there have been incidents, but most of them have been caused by the activities of either the police or counter-protesters. There is actually a tradition for doing this. It's a strong linkage between anti-racism movements and peace, and a recognition that without this kind of justice, there will be no peace and stability in the society." The nomination statement concludes, awarding the Peace Prize to Black Lives Matter, as the strongest global force against racial injustice, will send a powerful message that peace is founded on equality, solidarity, and human rights, and that all countries must respect those basic principles.